Okay, let's have me get this out the way. So let's go into the OG that started it all. So this is the profile video for the rivalry of two characters who I made in Nonz to represent my love for anime and hip hop. If you didn't know, a long time ago, I created this thing called J-Hop. They call me J-Hop. Secret, I thought about anime and hip hop a long time ago, back when I made You're Her by Hearts Grow. You get what I'm saying? Because literally, I thought about it, there wasn't a J-Hop yet, but now, literally, it was only J-Pop. I am J-Hop. So let's go into these two characters I constructed. So the first one is based off Tanjiro, Afro Samurai, and this guy from anime. So let me go into the detail. Both these characters are based off the pimp mentality that I've gained over the years, but how it wasn't just a pimp mentality. I learned how to turn it into entertainment, and I learned how to construct it because, I incorporated a whole lot of, something that, freaking could have been foolish shit, but I turned it into something good because of literally my touch and my spice and my pizzazz and literally. So that is your boy Samurai Pink, based off the guy that I was going in at FanMade 2018. This guy is a stop motion, piece by piece, all out slide criminal. Now this guy is really, really dope. So he does have a red guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, he does have a little transformation with brands. I always show you the character design. He's about to be lit. So Samurai Pink is really, 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 really hard because he's based off the ambience that literally back in the old day while I used to lace up Uncle J. So it all started with Uncle J wanted me to start listening to hip hop when I was watching Cartoon Network. So I recommended him 2 shows. I just felt like watching it, but I wanted to know if he watch with me. So the first time I got him over and rewatched Raditz versus Piccolo and Goku, and Uncle J tried his hardest not to really try to say that shit was hard as fucking literally. So I was talking to Uncle J, and piece by piece, he was telling his friends, yeah man, this dude with the fucking clean ass scouter and shit, like literally fucking look like a car and shit. So you gotta understand, like fucking Uncle J was telling about like really crazy shit. He's like, yeah, but I don't fuck with that show all the time though. It's fucking crazy. And then the next time it happened, I'm like, Uncle J, because what happened is somebody used to watch me back when I was younger, and literally they would all go out like literally Uncle J would be the only one there. So we first watched 2 years. So the first time I had watched Raditz versus Goku and Piccolo. So this is really giving you the lace down of like really how crazy this shit is, because next time we ended up watching the premiere of Samurai Jack, the hour-long stressing for Samurai Jack, and literally afterwards Uncle J was looking at that piece by piece sequence and he's like, what the fuck, literally, he's like, he knew that was the coldest cartoon he ever fucking seen and shit like that. So when he started talking shit like literally, this guy is Samurai Jack, he's like, he goes out, he throws the shit like it turned into this and that. But understand, that cold ass guy from Chicago versus that visionary perspective, like literally, you gotta understand, at a visual standpoint, it's kind of hard to be undeniable, and that was my trail my entire life. I look clean as fuck, I adapt, I do hellish shit like that. They don't want me because I'm a mixture of motherfucking hops and slide cooper and shit, like yeah, but fucking it's crazy as fuck. So yeah, this is cold. I had to come with the delivery because this guy is not corny. So he's really, really based off like the coldness and chillness, of Blue Tricks and fucking a mint-condition, calm, cool, collect character that's really constructive when he's trying to, break you down like really he's crazy as fuck. So he has a rival, and that rival is Sugio. Sugio is a Shomuro Inuyasha, but before I get into him, let's go into his backstory. What makes Samurai Pink not a Rush character? He's not Rush at all because really there's a lot of lore to him because he's based on something that already has tons of lore, aka that guy that was going in that FanMade 2018. So like literally, this is me getting that FanMade 2018. This is me with the dope flamingo hands. Literally fucking me, Peter, eating that shit up. Like literally, yeah, we're coming on honestly clean. All clean shit for this video, bro. So yeah, this is me getting down and shit. Literally, it's really, really fucking crazy. I made sure that literally this automatically like intertwined everything that was clean about Nonz, and really this character is the utmost. So where is his origin? So he was back in the day with the three masterminds were really great down. So I used to be a heavy fan of Shaolin Showdown. So there was literally a big ass war between the 3 survivors back in the day, and it was Sugio, Space Young, and Samurai Pink. They were the only survivors, and their fight lasted for over 3 days. And it came down to Shugio and Samurai Pink. They couldn't decide who was the victor. And literally, so Samurai Pink started his own reason. You know White Riddle, the guy who's based off Kurama in MGTOW? That guy's a part of the reason. Mr. Enter does work for Samurai Pink. So it's a very diverse universe now. So like literally, Mr. Enter is based off that animation critic, Mr. Enter, and he's literally a mystery crime solver, just like his avatar when he speaks in videos. So the thing about Pink Samurai is like literally he comes from region. He's the OG that started the comic, cool, collective, sophisticated nature. He's the one, he is the sensei of White Widow. If you don't know who White Widow is, White Widow is a character that's based off Pharrell and MGTOW, a comic, cool, collect character himself. So literally, funny fact, I copped some read off my Mario 2 before I went to FanMade 2011 with Stephanie. If you don't know who Stephanie is, literally she's one of my favorite loves. You know, I'm talking about literally. If you don't know who Stephanie is, go back to season 1. You see Stephanie the Furry, she's funny as fuck, she's thick as fuck, and she cosplay as Amy from Sonic the Hedgehog. So before I went to the entire con with Amy, you get what I'm saying? Before I went with Stephanie, I smoked that very morning. Even though I was having conflicting, you know, life challenges of being an anime fan, smoking weed, you know, that normally doesn't mix because weed normally leads into gang activity because you gotta buy weed off the dealer. You get what I'm saying? So like, literally, it's fucking crazy. So fucking, yeah, I'm coming all correct for this video, baby. So like, I'm trying to let you guys know that Samurai Pink does not fuck around. That he's the one who put on Caesar PK. We all know who Caesar PK is. So like, and it's a very good thing for some characters to be black and Nonz. These two characters have to be black and Nonz because it represents how I view anime and hip hop. Because these two both represent my envision and Lily. What it's called, not only about me, not only about move tricks, but about the ghost that Lily I bring upon people. You know, I'm talking about like this shit is crazy. This guy is really crazy. So he's a pimp. It's okay for me to like to put pimps and Nonz because it still doesn't take it away from the fact that, you know, it's a cold ass anime. Because you get what I'm saying? It doesn't take away from the plot because there's a lot of character because I was a pimp in real life. Like this is back in my days. So this is Samurai Jack mixed with a guy that I was going to that family. I had really many relationships. The girl Malicia who cosplayed as Nofito. Really, they thought that she was hot shit. Thought that she was really the incredible Hulk of female characters in anime. I sit there and I grabbed this cosplayer's ass for over 3 fucking minutes. Her ass was hella bubbly too. Literally grabbing each cheek and shit. Like literally, you don't understand. This girl named Neferpito. Like you don't understand. A cosplayer of Neferpito, one of the strongest female characters in anime. I dominated with ease. After I already had a kid, you get what I'm saying? It was fucking nasty. I really went in, and then I grabbed this other girl named Cindy. Oh my god, it was everywhere. I never got rejected once. This is still me getting down. But literally, it's crazy. So, Samurai Pink was based off my amazing success that really doped me at Empire. And they call me Dope Flamingo because I was pulling the strings. You know, I was grabbing the asses, getting their pussy wet. Really, I made a career off really dropping the feel off cosplay bitches, and it got me famous, made me look like Hugh Hefner shit. So, this is Pink Samurai Pink. You have to understand this is a really cool ass character. So he taught Caesar PK and Right Riddle and he created the game. So that's the origin of really Samurai Pink. He doesn't fuck around. He really two-step like to the side each and every time. Like he is not fucking around. So he's really trippy. He's a wild man too. He smokes marijuana like a whole lot of other shit. You know, there's another accessories to him. Like really, he's slick. Very mystical, very like comic book like really, but he knows a whole lot of shit. He got holes that got powers too. So that's another thing about these pimps. Like really, these are two pimp users and Nonz. If you don't know what a pimp user is, a pimp user is just like, you know, a Yu-Gi-Oh user. Like really, there gonna be different names to them, but like they're different. Like whatever that archetype is what that race of people does. So that's the universe of Nonz. Very complex. Like, you know, each and every one of those people have a different ability. You know, there are some characters that are only childs that like won't really perform that much, but that was a story about like the Samurai Pink. He has many hoes that have superpowers, and he has many subordinates that really fuck with him for who he is, and he really doesn't play around with work. He really has like a rivalry. There's a thing in rivalry and Nonz. This is just another grown man rivalry. This is on the same level of Shortier. It's way better than me, but like, this is a more of a mainstream comic. I have a character named Kama, who's based off the rapper Common, and I have a character Shortier that's based off Too Short and EA from Hakucho put together. And so literally, thinking they have a pretty really good like rivalry, and this is the same thing but just on a more of a massive scale, because it represents a whole lot about how I envision anime, how it was always a part of Western pop culture, but how it really turned out over time. So like, yeah, he's still weird like Afro samurai shit. He's doing hella slow Matrix like moving with the swords like Samurai Jack. It's just that is Samurai Peaks. Now let's go on to Sugio. Sugio is based off Shishomaru from Inuyasha and Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And like literally, so what he is he is a very, very powerful, very, 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 he's like Yu-Gi-Oh! User and a stage play user. His quirk is the Tyler Perry stage play. It's not called the Tyler Perry stage play, but like literally, this is anime or anti-versa because he's based off Shishomaru. Let's go into the lore and how I thought about Shishomaru. First off, this is my love for grip in anime in general, because this is how I love anime, watching it out of everything I like about life is what I put the knobs. So this really goes above and beyond where it comes to ideas and shit. That was like literally, this was a really a golden idea, because this guy, what his quirk is he does have Yu-Gi-Oh! Projections, just like Evolution, just like Flexes, but what made him really strong and powerful. But the two characters designs earlier, I'm not gonna go to it. That's his character designs, so like really freaking. What he does is he traps you in a stage play, and he controls anything within that stage play. And it's based off the stage play from Tyler Perry. It's exactly how I picture anime and hip hop. It's like you step into a mind, so as soon as you see him, he transfers you into another world, like Ronye until it's on stage play. He's pretty cool by himself. He has a sword. You know, he's a very strategic fighter too, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! So like his objectives, he has super trap, he has everything. His real dimension with his Nonz trap, like his artistic side is crazy. So when you add art to the work in Nonz, that's all what it's about. Like gaining spirit animals, like literally, there's shit in Nonz like literally when you like Pokemon, it can't be at matches. If you collect animals like Pokemon, like you can only summon them with only like the amount of high frequency you have. If you have limited high frequency, you can't summon it. That's like you can summon animals in Nonz. You can summon kind of like Pokemon with different personal abilities, like you know, if you have enough chakra, basically. It's a really diverse universe. It's crazy as fuck, you know. So that is the structure, and like this is really crazy. So how did Sugio come about? Sugio came about because he was at a generation. He's the first founders of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Style of fighting. So these are two OGs, two literally foundations that creation. So his gang is in also his skin. So like he has those two, and like they're very powerful, just like him. And he is really not only is he a controller, he's writing a novel. It's so is Samurai Pete, and they're going to compete just like me and Peter are competing in real life where it comes to manga. So they're both writing stories. No more hero has his own stories. So there's also a thing in Nonz. I just posted like a character of a Nezuko with Doku Lee, you know, earlier that beat was fire, I know. But you know, the crazy thing about that is, you know, she copied her style from this Stocky Sensei. She's selling cars. It's like this Stocky Sensei. There's this thing in Nonz where there are celebrities where you can rap on the side of it. It's just like the real world. Like even though you have superpowers in the normal life, you can rap. And a lot of people are inspired by her quirk. You know how you can add art to your quirk in Nonz? She added chorus to her ability. That's because she liked Miss Stocky, because Miss Stocky was based off the rapper Mr. Fast for her life. So she really copied a piece of her quirk and was able to summon the power, really summon anything with enough chakra. So it's all about building your craft in Nonz. And that's what makes her a really dope anime. Because it really goes outstanding with farm. You know, so he has a stage play. He'll trap you in like a bug palace, you know, stuff like that. Like based off that one show that used to be on the same channel, on the same type as Sesame Street, when there was a lion and he introduced you. There was a lion puppet and he introduced you all these different types of books. That's also a part of, you know, Sugio's. There's no dashes in the show. I'm saying Sugio for a little bit of an official reference. That's Sugio's reference, so he's also a reference to these. Don't fuck with him because he knows how to make beats. Unlike the other one, Samurai Pink, was really laid back and then realized, you know, most of his own photography talented, but love shot himself a little more of a luxurious man, but really with an adventurous attitude. But on the other hand, Sugio, the reason why he's so different is because he is more theatrical, therefore he is more about the craft and like me. So it happens with each and every time that he fight, literally, Sugio is always trying to trap Samurai Pink in the play, like literally, so that people are coming at him, like he's stepping beside his side, he's hopping from wall to wall and shit. Cutting down each fucking puppy, each scream, he's like, nigga, get shit out of here. But he's almost happy. Sugio's very strategic, like literally every single time they fight, literally, Samurai Pink, That was good. So like, really, this and that. Oh, you chopped it. Oh, you thought that was funny, Sugio. It's really, really crazy, like a book, Sugio. That is the voice of someone. You have no idea how crazy this is. As far as I know, so one thing more is that they are black, but like they have deep accents with them based off the sophisticated characters of that you're representing. Because this is back in anime for the crime. I guess I'm bringing it back. Yeah, I'm really on part of these OSTs. Like I'm telling you, I'm not going to be slacking with this. So Sugio has something ambulance right by his side at all time, and he's based off Android 50, the black Android, and DOT. So that is Mentos 2. Mentos 2 is Sugio's right-hand man, very mystical, very novel, just like him. Literally has power busting qualities, but isn't a power buster himself. But what I mean, like, literally, he is a very good manipulator. He's like, it's like a little bit, Sugio does not fuck around. So that even though, you know, Samurai Pink is the springs, I don't believe that he has a tools to really end the Samurai. He does all that shit, and he really pulls the springs with Samurai Pink goes into his ring where he goes to put the red. Yeah, it's really crazy, like a really as fuck, you know, Samurai Pink, kind of like my uncle there. My uncle there used to tell me funny stories like, hey, your hair, so I used to fuck this one bitch, so I really freaking shoot you with toenails and shit like that. She used to do this shit. Put toenails, fucking popping for all types of shit in his bones, but and this he had the monkey and this family shit, and the fucking monkey started dancing and shit. Like literally, that is exactly how Samurai Pink talks, that's how he operates, how he mystical and shit. Samurai Pink is definitely a good Nonz, definitely in Sugio, and his Android 15 imitation of Mewtwo is really instructive, because he's more of an instructor, you know, like he goes and gives him instructions and shit. It's really dope. Like you separate from him, and he's pretty strong, so he'll fuck up shit like Frieza, and then he'll report back to Sugio. So what can you do? Hey, boss, and this and that, this guy was fucking up. But like, literally, it's great because Sugio is really, really hard. So these are the story of these two pimps, and literally, this is the black aspect of Nonz. It's gonna be like a whole lot. And the reason why they're separate is crazy. So Sugio, literally, this and that. Also, Sugio has a little guy named Shosuke. Yeah, I'm doing Shosuke and Nonz. But I'm gonna make sure he has red hair or a red outfit based off their date. I should have had the karma, but I'm gonna add a different aspect to his shield. Shosuke is gonna have fireman shoes, red hair with fire Sharingan. With the Sharingan, but instead of Sharingan, it's fire emojis. I'm sorry, but Sugio is going to be his bastard. He has this little nigga named Shosuke. That's gonna be his protege. But you know, Shosuke, you know, is gonna be there fucking the fire Sharingan and shit. Lily, so like Lily is crazy as fuck, you know. And there's this thing back at Big Mountain, so how did I figure out about Sugio in All Star at Helen's house when I was watching Tsunami? I was watching Tsunami at Helen's house, and that is where I figured out about Sashomu. I just got done watching Bleach, really good episode of January that's been defeated by, you know, the fake now Argos are really, really good at special on Tsunami. So Lily, and then Lily, at the end of Yasuo, like Lily, I was interested by the first opening because the first ending was Platinum Boys viewable because Platinum Boys were really in love with anime was at prime. They fucked with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yasuo DBZ. All that good shit that attracted their mainstream, that's what Platinum Boys fucked with. Lily, and plus, Inuyasha Bang Red too, of course, Platinum Boys love that. So like literally, that is crazy as fuck. So at the ending, at the Inuyasha episode, before I love Iroh, it's about to that beat. I'm gonna remake that beat again, don't worry. I'm gonna do a little more justice to it. So like really freaking, so the first ending, but the second ending is showing the world the best endings really there's every award winning Fukamori at the end I found at Helen's house. So really I listened to it, I'm like, what is this weird sound? This is better than any sound that I have ever heard. And so God got in my head. I was at Helen's house. I never thought that I would listen to music so beautiful. And like I was sitting on this thing, it's like God's in my head. It's like, do you like this music? I'm like, this is incredible. Yes, I like the music. This is called Japanese music. So like this is literally crazy as fuck. Like I felt God in my head because of how beautiful that fucking song was shown to, and he is the one who gave me that vision of anime and hip hop with those tattoos, with the fur coat and his thuggish demeanor. I do not see really how anime hasn't been refused for hip hop before. This is why my name is Blue Tricks. I'm really, you know, really type of shit I have to let you know with that, like really. So that is crazy. That is how I got the idea of Sugio, like like front facing. That is a really, really powerful character. The Soul Samurai Pink, but you know, they're all in the same level as Kizane and shit like that. They're really high tier. So like really, so these are regulars and Nonz. I mean, you guys can use these specials if you guys in the anime studio. Obviously, you see how these guys fight. So this is the profile video. So Samurai Pink versus Studio. And I want you guys to let me know, who do you think is better? And that is the almighty main. That's what I'm doing on. So thank you. I really took time for this editing. I appreciate you. This is Nonz.